Hi YouTube. So Boxycharm is releasing their spoilers now for the October box, and you know what that means. There are a ton of people in the comments saying, oh my god, do not give me another brown lipstick. Brown lipstick is disgusting. It looks like poop. I am so tired of poop looking lipstick. And I've always thought that was weird because out of all the amazing things in the world that are brown, why is it when you see the color brown, you think of poop? Just always kind of boggled my mind a little bit. Because, you know, when I think about my favorite things in the world, a lot of my favorite things are brown. Chocolate, coffee, most desserts, caramel, cinnamon, peanut butter, brownies. Let's see, what else? Tea. I mean, all the best food is brown. And then, you know, so it's just like, I just always thought it was weird how like a lip color that goes on your lips, that you wouldn't think it's like the thing that comes to your mind when you're describing the color brown is poop. And I think this like goes back, I don't know if maybe the reason this irks me a little bit, because like when I was a kid, I grew up in the 90s, and in the 90s, I definitely did not have the look of somebody that people would consider pretty or attractive. I was definitely not considered one of the pretty girls. Pretty, you know, it was like the lighter, the more Aryan looking that you were. So like, you know, pale skin, rosy cheeks, straight blonde hair, bright blue eyes, you know, skinny. That is what was considered beautiful, and there really wasn't, at least where I grew up. I grew up in a rural area in the mountains of Pennsylvania, and, you know, swarthy Mediterranean women, girls like me were not considered pretty. You know, we're hairy, we're curvy, you know, and just, I just remember always hearing things like these stupid jokes. I mean, yeah, they're stupid, but, like, I just remember like always hearing like, you know, my eyes are the color of the sky and the ocean, and your eyes are the color of poop. I just remember that like very vividly, and yeah, it's stupid and I shouldn't even care, and I don't care like now as an adult. I've matured and I don't care about that. I look back at that and I just laugh. I think it's ridiculous. But I just always thought it was weird, even as a kid. Why is it when you look at brown eyes, you think of poop? Again, to me, some of the best things in the world that make life worth living are brown. Not to mention the fact that most people on Earth are brown. I mean, I guess we all are to a certain extent. If you're pale colored, then you'd be like a extremely light brown. But these colors that people are calling poop brown are actually beautiful, you know, dessert colors, and the colors of people, of humans. And that's why they're called usually nudes, because they are nudes for most people. So I just always thought that that was so weird, you know, and I don't mean to go off on a rant about it, but I just roll my eyes so hard every time I see that argument about poop brown lipstick, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because, you know, of course everybody has favorite colors, everybody has colors that they don't like, and, you know, I totally understand if, you know, you don't think that brown is flattering on you, or if you think that dark brown is just, it's just not one of your colors, you just don't like it. You just don't like it. That is completely fine. I just think it's weird that there just seems to be an anger like behind it. Like there's so much anger in it, and then it's just, and then it's always the comparison to poop. That just baffles me. The lipstick I'm wearing now is called Verona by Ofra. I love this brand of lipstick. It is the best formula for liquid lipstick that I think I've ever had in my life. And it came in our June Boxycharm. And let me tell you, people were going on about how much it looks like poop. And I'm just like, one, why'd your poop look like this? Like, you should probably look at your diet a little bit if your poop is coming out looking like this. But to me, it looks like hot cocoa, you know? And I just think that like sometimes people, like their brains are wired in a way where they want to see the negative or the disgusting aspects of things, you know. I think it's just like a little bit of a wiring. So, you know, like I you know, I'm not judging these people. I'm not saying these are bad people at all. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, that everybody should love to wear brown lipstick, but I just, like I said, I just think it's odd that there's such a negative vitriol around it. And I will say that I've noticed with Boxycharm, it's okay, first of all, it's impossible to please everybody. And people have said, why don't you guys try doing personalization of the boxes and that sort of thing? And yeah, I feel that would be great. I would love that. I know that. But, you know, it comes down to logistics. It's very difficult for the company to pull that off. Apparently, Yosef had bought, I'm not exactly sure how this business works. It's like, I don't even really want to go into it, but like, basically, like, I think they buy things that just aren't selling well or something like that. And then they put them in the boxes, you know. So, I'm not sure how much personalization they can do. I do feel that I think the people who get shafted the worst are people who are dark-skinned. Dark-skinned people, I've noticed, it's like they usually can't use any of the lipsticks. The lipsticks that come in the box are usually too light. And I understand that if you're very fair too, then things will be too dark. I have gotten a couple of lipsticks through Boxycharm that were far too light for me, and I'm olive tone, so I'm dark for a white person, but I'm only like white-ish. I'm not like Aryan white. I'm not like Western European white, you know, but I am Caucasian and I am darker than, you know, a lot of white people. But when you look at humanity as a whole, I would be considered very fair-skinned. And even I've gotten a couple of lipsticks in Boxycharm that were too light. So yes, I totally understand that people are frustrated with the colors of not being able to use them. But I mean, you got to remember the box is $20 a month, and the items in it combined all are guaranteed to be worth more than $100 retail. I think like the lowest amount I've ever had a box be worth was like $120 or something like that, and I've had it go almost to $200 easily. So I think to like cancel the subscription over, you know, having too many nude lipsticks or too many pink or too many red or whatever, I don't think it's wise. Because you could always use these as gifts for people, you know. But I mean, if you would rather save that $20 a month, then I totally get that. I mean, that's $20, and you know, you could do something with that, you know, depending on what your finances are like. I can totally understand. But people get so angry about it. I think they think that Boxycharm has more things in their control than they do, you know. You know, it would take a lot more manpower, and I think that it would make the box more expensive. And I have heard people say that they'd be willing to spend more money for it, like, you know, bump it up to 25 or 30 to make sure that they're getting what they want. So, I mean, that's something that Boxycharm could look into in the future. I know that they've mentioned before that it's something that they would consider, but they don't really want to bump up the price of the box, you know, so I don't know really where they're going to go with this. I think Boxycharm, I think it was like, it's only 5 years old. Yeah, May was 5 years old. So, you know, I mean, it's still doing well. I think I read somewhere that only like 4% of businesses actually get to a 5 year mark, something like that. Like, was that 5 years? Maybe it was 10 years. I can't remember. But they're doing well. And, but you know, I think that I've noticed Yosef seems to care a lot about his employees. So I think he's also trying to make sure he's keeping them happy and he's not overworking them and that he's paying them decent wages. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do with that. But, you know, in the meantime, yeah, I don't always get what I want in the boxes. You know, in fact, usually if there's a wide variety of lip colors, I usually get something that I'm like, I don't know. I've gotten a lot of nude lip colors. I've gotten one red. I've gotten a couple vampy. Gotten two like vampy dark colored ones. I haven't gotten anything like bright or exciting. That's kind of what I'm hoping to get, is something different. But if not, I'm just going to pass it on to one of my friends or something like that. Okay, so I've been talking for about 10 minutes now about this whole brown lipstick thing and the personalization of boxes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what has been revealed so far for the October box in case you haven't seen yet. Okay, so The first thing is we are getting a Kat Von D liquid lipstick, the Everlasting liquid lipstick. And the colors are, let's see, there's one red one. It's called Vampira, and it's like, it's very dark. So it's like a really dark brick red. So it's like, it almost looks like a brown, like a dark brown. I really don't like that one because I don't know. It's just not the kind of red that I like. And I'm very picky about reds too. And then there's a couple of pink ones. There's a bright one that everybody is saying, oh my God, don't give me that. And it's called K-Dub, and it's like bright neon pink. And then there's a light pink one called Lovesick. And there's like a medium pink one called Mother. I think Lovesick might be too light for me. Mother's pretty, but I don't know if I'd reach her much because I usually like to go for more different colors. You know, things that are not so mainstream. And then the rest, and then the K-Dub one, honestly, I would love that for summer or spring. I think that'd be really fun. It's just that because it's fall right now, I would prefer more fall colors. But that's just me. If I get the K-Dub one, I would be happy to save it for spring or summer. The rest are all brown. So you can just imagine how people are going crazy in the comments being like, no, me, I'll get the brown, but there's, I think the brown ones are called, there's Hawkwind, Crucifix, Sanctuary, Bow and Arrow, and Lolita. Although Lolita is kind of on the pinker side too. That one's kind of like a nude pink brown, like a rose brown. And then the one that I think that I like out of all of them is probably Crucifix. It's a dark brown. And I think it would look good on me. I like it. I know that's probably gonna be the one that people hate the most, but send it my way if you don't want it. And then what else? We're getting mascara, which is great because the last mascara we got was the Wander Unlashed mascara from the July Boxycharm. And it works. It's very pretty. It's non-clumping. It's what I'm wearing right now. But I noticed it started drying out immediately. Like there is not much product in that, and I'm really getting down to, I mean, there's not much left. So I would not go out and buy that because that would be way too expensive. It's way too much money to spend for your mascara to only last for 2 months. So I'm really looking forward to getting the one by that we're gonna be getting this month, which is by IT Cosmetics, and it's called Superhero mascara. It's supposed to be volumizing and lengthening, and I've seen before and after pictures online. It looks really good, so I'm excited for that. And then the third item that they've spoiled so far is a face palette. It covers like everything, so it's got 6 eyeshadows in it. Why'd I hold up 4 fingers? 6 eyeshadows in it. There's a brown, there's a black, there's a white. The white's like super shimmery. The brown, I believe, is matte. The black definitely has some glitter in it. And then there's like a super shimmery blue, like a super shimmery sapphire blue, a super shimmery gold, and I think it's shimmery, the like magenta color. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's shimmery pink, like magenta. And then there are 2 blushes. One's like more of a corally pink, and then the other one is like a deep, more towards like a red. It's a very dark pink, almost red, like almost burgundy. So, for that, it would probably only work for darker skinned beauties. I'm going to try to make it work for me because I love the color. Like the color is so beautiful, but I'd have to be like super light. Just tap, tap, tap. Right now I'm wearing the Laura Geller blush. I love it so much. I got this in the September box, and I've never liked blushes before. I was always afraid of looking like a clown. I love it so much. I'm just like, this is it. I never need a blush ever again in my life. This for life. This is my blush. But I definitely am interested in trying out the blushes in this one. I don't expect to be impressed. So, and there's also a bronzer, which is shimmery, I believe. Yeah, it's like a shimmery bronzer. And then there's a highlighter, which is, it's kind of like a boring colored, highlighter. It's lighter colored, so I don't know how well that'll work if you have darker skin. So yeah, I have a feeling not many people are going to love this palette. I don't know what to expect from it. I know it's cute. I love it. It's called Midnight Masquerade. Like I love the names of it. I love like the whole theme that they've got going on. The packaging looks nice. and the colors are interesting. I can think of a couple of looks I can do with it. And then I might pass it on to one of my kids. My older two kids, my 9-year-old and my almost 7-year-old, like to play around with makeup, but really don't like them to mess around with makeup near their eyes. So I don't know, we'll see. Right now what I'm wearing on my eyes is the eyeshadow palette I got in July, the Fuego palette by Crown. I love that so much. So I'm not really sure. I'm not feeling very open to a new eyeshadow palette right now, but that's okay. And then the third, oh no, that is the third. That's the one I just told you about. Okay, so the other two items, I don't know what those are going to be yet, and I'm having a hard time imagining what it would be because, you know, we got we're having eyeshadows, blush, highlighter, bronzer, mascara. What's the other one? Oh yeah, lipstick. So I'm thinking there's going to be a skincare item. I would love for there to be a hair care item, like by Briogeo. Last year we got a Briogeo hair cream. Loved that so much. So I would love to get something like that in this box. But yeah, I really have no idea what they're going to put in it. And then, so that's all for the spoilers that they've released for this month. The theme of this month's box is Alter Ego, which I think is so cool, so fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing around with the stuff in this box and doing a few different Alter Ego looks. And if you want to go check out my Instagram, I do a lot of different like makeup looks, especially during the month of October. Each month I'm going to be doing a new makeup look. It's pretty simple. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not even very skilled. So these are things that'll be easy for you to copy if you need a last minute costume idea. So if you want to check out my Instagram, it's Esmeralda Glows. And then I'm definitely going to be playing around with this palette and seeing if I can come up with some things to do with that as well. So yeah, then there's another spoiler that has not been officially confirmed yet, but I bet it will be any day now, probably today or tomorrow, because it's pretty much definite. So there's the Violet Boss Holy Grail palette, and it's too big to fit in the Boxycharm, the regular Boxycharm box. So I believe it's going to be in the December BoxyLuxe box. They showed it in the background, the way that they always do their hints. So I am 99% sure it's going to be in the December BoxyLuxe, and I did get the confirmation that I am definitely getting the December BoxyLuxe, so I'm so happy for that because this palette, like I said, I'm not really open right now to trying out new eyeshadow palettes because I love the Fuego palette, but this one looks a lot like this one reminds me of the Urban Decay Cherry palette that they just put out. So, and when I saw that, I was like, okay, because I promised myself I'm not going to be like buying any palettes because I get them in Boxycharm all the time. So when I saw that, I was just like, I want it so bad. But luckily, I do not have to buy it because I'm basically getting it in the December BoxyLuxe. And then they also showed Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian at Boxy headquarters, and the picture of Kris, she was holding the BoxyLuxe box, so I think there's going to be a KKW item in the December BoxyLuxe. I hope it's one of the fragrances. There's like Kimoji fragrances, either the peach one or the cherry one. Cherry one sounds so yummy, so I would love to try that out. And then I think those are the only two things that I was like, I think those might be in the BoxyLuxe. Yeah, I think so. Also, sometime, I mean, we're getting towards the end of 2018, and Yosef said that there were a few brands that were definitely going to be in 2018 boxes. So very soon, we are definitely going to be having something from Colourpop, something from Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, because we did get a Tarte product recently, but he said it would specifically be Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. And then Colourpop was the other one. Kat Von D, we already ticked that one off the list. Yeah, and then Will Rack, but that was in the other one. So, you know, I'm interested to see what it's going to be. I would love, from Colourpop, I would love, there's this new palette by Colourpop that I would love to get, maybe in November. It is so gorgeous. It's called the Fall Edit palette, and it's like all the colors of falling leaves. I love it. That is so gorgeous. I'm tempted to buy it, and like, no, I can't. I won't. I mustn't. But if that came in the November box, I would literally dance for joy. Maybe I'll make a video of that if that happens. So then, yeah, so those are the rest of the spoilers for Boxycharm and BoxyLuxe at this point that we know about. And yeah, I think that about wraps up the video. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.